Riprendiamo. Rieccoci. Per non so quante cazzo di volte di merda. Mori. No. Ok. No! Sono fottuto. Dai. No, l'ho ucciso. No, sono di sangue, sangue. Vabbè, ho capito, dai, basta. Questi qui qua sotto non riesco a affrontare, da tutto a posto. Cioè, una causa persa. No, perché se bisogna andare avanti così mi rompo il cazzo, sinceramente basta. Cioè, basta. Pace. Ok. Non uccidere il figlio di puttana. Va qua fuori, basta. Continuiamo dritto. Siamo alla terza morte, facciamo in sta parte, mi sono rotto il cazzo, basta. Ehi tu, muori. Vabbè. Devi passarlo! Ciao. Vabbè. Dobbiamo attaccarlo? Va bene. Adesso mi direi, ok. Cazzo fai? Qui vediamo pure una cosa. Ok. No. Dobbiamo stare per Whitechapel. Fa un culo sti scala, non me ne frega un cazzo. Ciao. Ah, vedi, questi, vedi.
This is despicable.
Ma sti cazzo.
I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable.
Die, vermin!
Ricordate che io sto comandando con un bastone. Posso evitarli, quindi sti cazzi.
Over there!
Io non ci hanno cagato. Benissimo. Oh no. Devo ucciderli entrambi. Attaccalo, ok. Questo qui è debole alla super. Vabbè. Bella sta cosa. Ora. Veramente un po' di combattimenti, ma niente di che ti sei perso, dico la verità. Molto sangue da queste parti. Hai capito tutto. Attenzione. Siamo entrati da qualche parte. Molto intrigante, devo dire la verità. Vediamo dove siamo entrati. troppo attesa, signori, cioè. Investimento di immobiliare abbandonato. Wow. Scusi, mi stanno assalendo. Possiamo aiutare qualcuno, mi sa.
I can't believe I'm doing this. It's locked, all right.
Un colpo. Oh. Olè. È veloce questo. Ma meno male che il mio personaggio c'ha i riflessi. Controlla come sta. Salve.
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent. But those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them. And now with this
Ma no,
fever,
ma
they're just
dai.
animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
$150 un po' poco. Però c'è il raffreddore, glielo posso curare. Ma ce l'ho, dai.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Ooh. This is Braille. Vedi, abbiamo anche il braille. Meraviglioso. Il gioco è pieno di sorprese. Positive e negative. Maggior claro. Cibo!
I have this thirst for blood.
No, Chiara, no. 350 di vita, è inutile che lo prosciughiamo. Cioè, facciamo 2 exp. Non avrebbe senso. Dobbiamo aspettare che ci salisce, se buonanotte, che ci sale la fascinazione, così pian piano prendiamo gli indizi su quelli importanti e ci facciamo quelli importanti, con il sangue di qualità. Solo perché è un inglese. Ok, siamo tornati nella vecchia realtà che a noi non piace. Adesso guarda, so che strada da fare, ok. Di qua? Sì. Oh.
Remember you.
Wow.
Be gone. I would harm
no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
You selected me, chose me.
As
Wow.
shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
Wow, che è successo? Oh cazzo. La signorina, la signora vecchia che stava qua.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Goodbye, Nurse.
Hampton.
Call me if you need assistance.
Deve essere quello lì che ci ha...
Jonathan, my sincere condolences for your loss.
Your kindness is much appreciated, my lady.
Wow.
Is there anything you require?
Are we condemned to attend the funerals of all we love?
Dying is the final act of life, Jonathan. Present company excluded. Accepted.
As a practitioner of the medical sciences, I'm prepared for the death of loved ones. But mourning in the shadows, deprived of sharing one's grief.
Non è bello.
We are no longer a part of the circle of life and death. We are undead, my friend. And so we are outcasts.
No.
I don't know what to expect. Am I cursed to an eternity of solitude?
With time, we Ekon tend to go into isolation. If we survive long enough, that is.
I spied my mother at the funeral. Have you ever revealed yourself to a member of your family?
No, Jonathan. And I'd advise you even from thinking about it.
But what if I was close to someone and wished to tell them the truth?
Fear, loathing, disgust. And then they will plead to be turned. They will see it as salvation. Then there's the risk of gaining the attention of vampire hunters.
Are we then condemned to lie to those we love?
We are creatures of deception, my friend. But this is more for their sake than ours.
Intrigante. Vabbè.
Goodbye, my lady.
E ci abbiamo fatto in culo e vabbè. C'è una morte. Dove è scappato? Senza lasciare tracce è scappato. Proprio strano, man. Ma in don di
Good evening,
merda.
Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Una cifra.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Posso persino permettere il fucile di Miki. No, però non ci interessa. Pippa devo ucciderlo appena possibile, che 3000 punti di esperienza sono veramente tanti.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent of them
Che sia un altro vampiro?
You can't hide from the god.
No, la guardia dei Prydwen, non capito.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stone, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
Are you worried about the situation or your reputation? Now is not the time to think of oneself.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Honest.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Perché tanto noi andiamo a letto per livellare. E ci prendiamo un'altra abilità unica. Che sarebbe la furia. O la bestia. E supremo. Olè. po' è migliorato, però qui ci sono anche robette peggiori. Abbiamo una polmonite. Dobbiamo curare una polmonite, dobbiamo farlo anche in fretta. E non sì, possiamo fare una polmonite. Poi cosa abbiamo? Non qui. Ah, pippa, raffreddore. Dovrei avercelo. Allora, nevralgia. E non ce l'abbiamo della nevralgia, vero? Esatto. Quello della nevralgia non ce l'abbiamo. Quello della nevralgia si va a fottere. Raffreddore, raffreddore, bronchite. 2 raffreddore, dovrei avercelo per il raffreddore in teoria 2. Giusto? Vabbè. Sieri. Aspetta.
I cannot enter.
Boh.
It's locked, all right. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed of the Pembroke Hospital. May I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed. So it's you who saved my friend Oswald. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
And you are?
Newton Blythe. Oswald and I recently
Newton.
returned from the war.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon. but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we're in the same boat
Cazzo di
to France.
storietta questa.
We've stuck together ever since.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own
Beh,
issues.
dai, ci può stare.
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
Anche lui ha paura dei ratti.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight.
Che sfigato.
Take care of yourself.
I am not responsible for...
Persino il caricamento.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher.
Ok.
Do you feel any better now?
Yes,
Okay.
this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Honest.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then if you're so interested in my case.
As a soldier, you're expected to kill the enemy to survive. Guilt is a powerful emotion and could lead to feelings of suffocation and oppression.
My God, you're so wrong. Believe me, I would kill if it happened again.
Vabbè, oh, che
Violence is
po'.
part of who I am.
Te magno.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctors say. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Beh, sì, non ti incazzare.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital. I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Sì, vabbè, ok, cioè solo tu cazzo, te lo dico.
Why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about is their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Ok.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Try to take care of yourself.
Posso dall'altra parte col teletrasporto?
So many rats in the streets.
Onesto. Andiamo dalla mappa. Qui c'è un punto esclamativo. Zoom. Nuovo dialogo disponibile con Lady Asbury. Ok.
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman, butchered by some savage scowl.
Would you care to partake in this meal with me?
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent, for there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? A hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law.
Questa cosa è importante.
What more can you tell me about him?
Era grande.
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
Oh.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
Have you embraced this woman, like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they ask.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
Sì, lei è la V, ho premuto X per sbaglio.
How may I help you, Jonathan?
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
Allora, il porto. Non andare a sinistra. Oh, non andare a sinistra. Che ci fa? Ah, si devono scopare, va bene. Facciamo di fare.
It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the district. I must be more careful.
I'd head back if I were you, sir. Die, vermin!
No? Ok.
Watch it! It's a killer! We cannot be defeated!
No, da solo così no, eh. Non ci siamo capiti.
Not a good... Let's for a stroll. Steady, boys! We've got one of them here!
Sono troppo.
This one's a top!
Oh, perché si è bloccato tutto quanto? Si è fermato, eh? Si è piantato. Vampyr non ce la fa più. Ok, Vampyr si è bloccato. Vampyr è andato, eh? Vabbè, penso che per stasera Vampyr è abbastanza, mi sono rotto veramente il cazzo, quindi riprenderemo la prossima volta. Notte signori.